Yo. Just you and me again, huh? I've got a minute. You want to hang? Sweet, thanks. So, you like cereal bars? Well, guess that's better than hating them. So, here's the situation. I got 10 types of cocoa-flavored cereal bars here from 10 different brands. Go ahead, take as many as you want. Man, you really saved my ass. I bought a ton of those things before the anomalies hit. Saves on cooking time. But after all that's happened, I got sick of eating them, and my taste buds crapped out. So I've had a bunch lying around. Losing your appetite, forgetting names, fatigue. Getting old sucks. No, I watch what I eat pretty carefully. These days, I've switched over to supplemental nutrition shakes to get my 3 squares a day. Enjoy your junk food while you're young. Enjoy your good appetite and your working taste buds. And most importantly, your high metabolism. Take it from from one young man to another. Anyway, let's get you checked up.
There you are. I've been waiting. Yes, I knew you would come. It's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Kokoro Surugadai. I'm a first-year high school student. And the Pact Bearer of Sloth. Don't worry. You will be safe and secure with me. I am not your enemy. Not now, and not ever. I don't intend to use my authority within the Academy either. I understand that the authorities and the Mist are directly correlated. I have only one wish. To hurt no one, and to be hurt by no one. As such, I would like this academy to remain both safe and secure. In order to achieve this, I would like to defeat the Pact Bearer in the first-year building. The Pact Bearer of Wrath, to be specific. Something must be done about him. I would appreciate if you could help me. My power is called Precog Analysis. It allows me to see what path leads to the future I desire. That is how I know I will need your power in order to defeat him. Thank you.
Act 1! Kokoro Surugadai. Retribution from beyond.
You have my gratitude. Oh, and incidentally, all I know is that you are a key player in resolving this incident. As far as defeating the Pact Bearers go, my understanding is rather limited. As such, I will require you to tell me everything you know. A mutual exchange of information. I see. I was not even aware of these ideals you speak of. This has been very insightful. The first-year building is shrouded in mist as well. I speculate that shattering these ideals and dispelling the mist will allow us to defeat the Pact Bearer of Wrath. Let us go to the first-year building. Toot sweet. The Pact Bearer of Wrath is extremely dangerous. I'd prefer if we subdued him as soon as possible. We should be able to enter now. I was the one who locked it. For safety, of course. They are not allowed to leave. He refuses to let them. I locked the door so the first years who are not already in the building won't wander in and be trapped as well. There have been enough casualties already. I am certain your presence won't bother him. You are, after all, a second-year student. I will be fine. The rules do not apply to me. He killed the students who tried escaping the building to make an example of them. It is, in a word, irrational. There is something I want to tell you before we begin. This may be unsettling to hear, but an inescapable destiny lies before us.
Let me go! Get away from me! Just leave me alone!
Fat chance! You're just trying to make a break for it!
No, that's not it. I'm getting a chill.
A chill?
Ugh!
Let me take a guess. You didn't want to kill him. Oh, what a wonderful friendship. How it pisses me off.
Subaru.
Kokoro! Welcome back. I'm so glad you decided to return. Oh, and check this out. I made up a new rule for the building. Anyone who hurts you dies on the spot.
Why?
Because you're special, Kokoro. Some of these morons are pretty jealous of you.
I am the only first year who can come and go as she pleases.
Those assholes treated me like shit for no reason. They had it coming. Kokoro was the only one who treated me like an equal from the start. That makes her the only exception. don't know who you are, but you can take it easy. It's not like you have anything to do with this. Hey, Kokoro? I just have 2 more to get rid of before my revenge is complete. Once I'm done, my curse will be lifted. When that time comes, I have something I want to tell you. So wait for me, okay?
Oh, I knew it. Damn it! Damn you, Subaru!
Hidefumi, are you all right? Does he look okay to you? Who even are you, anyway?
This is the Vice President of the True Student Council. I brought him here to help me investigate the circumstances. This is merely a pretext, of course.
The True Student Council?
Yes, it is an organization that was founded after the anomalies began. They have the Dean's approval. This is Miki and Hidefumi. They are Subaru's classmates.
This is pointless. It doesn't matter which student council he's from. Me and Yasunori are screwed either way. This is all part of Subaru's curse. The mist, the barrier, this crazy situation. All because we...
It's all Subaru's fault! He's sick in the head. Plain and simple. He was always reading these weird books about the occult and muttering spells in class. And then he started raving about how he'd cursed the entire academy. That's when things started getting weird, like with the mist and the barrier. It was terrifying. After that, he started threatening everyone, claiming his power was the cause of it all. Hidefumi and his friends managed to lock Subaru in a classroom on the 3rd floor, but...
He jumped out the window. And killed himself! But the second he died, the mist started taking over our building too.
Subaru's spirit is possessing people to kill Hidefumi's friends, like you saw just now. Kokoro, Vice President, you have to save Hidefumi. Please.
Well...
Thanks.
Luckily for us, they believe his authority is some sort of curse. It'll be more convenient for us if they continue to do so. It saves us the time explaining. And about Hidefumi. Never mind. The 2nd floor is shrouded in mist. Let us head there and shatter Subaru's ideal. The mist is dangerous. Let us find that incoming call and be done with it. I have decided not to activate my authority within the Academy grounds. It is much too risky. Using it only a few times ended up flooding the library with mist.
I usually watch comedies or slice of life stuff over and over again. I never get tired of it. Having friends is what being young is all about. Nothing beats having people you can vibe with. Just like the girls in this movie, or us SMK3 members. I usually watch comedies or
Watching
slice
them
of life
learn and
stuff
grow
over and over.
4 middle school friends team up to achieve high school idoldom. This documentary sounds a lot like us SMK3 members, huh? The actors look just like us, too. I'm the producer. Then there's Yuno, Ayane, and Minori. Wait, now that I think about it, where is Minori? If you see her, can you tell her that her friends are looking for her? Watching them learn and grow makes me want to root for them.
I wonder
until
who
they
she's
make
going
it
to end up
big.
with. It could be anyone. Do you guys like romance stuff too? This one's my favorite. It hits different, no matter how many times I see it. The heroine is just so relatable. I really, get her. You know? I wonder who she's...
Poor girls.
Especially...
I hope everything works out. I hope everything works out.
Please, stay away.
The door appears to be shut from the inside. It will be difficult to enter without convincing her to unlock it.
Just leave me alone. What's this picture? Oh. We already are friends. All that stuff was from when we were back in middle school. There's no need to be afraid of everyone anymore. I have to get back to the AV room.
The more painful the memory, the more vividly one recalls it. Human relationships are quite complex. That crystal is an ideal? It is beautiful. I hope my own are even half as lovely. That is a difficult question. In part because the answer isn't very exciting. Let us leave it at that for now. If I may ask, did you have a dream? I had a dream in which a woman named Yoru spoke to me. It was through her that I learned about the demons and the other world. It was a few days before the anomalies began, if I remember correctly. I surmised as much. Perhaps the other pact bearers had the same dream as well. Regardless, that woman's identity is a mystery. Enough talk. The Monarch of Sloth taught me the basics of deploying my Imagigear. Let us shatter the ideal without delay. This is not just any chair. It is capable of both flotation and cannon fire, and it is fully equipped for rest and repose. This is a combat chair, a furnishing without peer.
I'll never forgive them. Not the people who hurt me. Not the people who made fun of me. And not the ones who felt sorry for me. I didn't even do anything. I was just there. Did I ever hurt anyone? Did I ever make fun of anyone? Did I ever look down on anyone? With pity in my eyes, I was just there. Existing in silence. If this cruel, irrational world can let an injustice like this slide, then I want power beyond all reason. Even if it costs me my entire being, then I'll show them. Show them the pain, the hurt, the depths of despair, the burning humiliation of being the object of pity. I'll play by their rules and see how they like it. I'll give them a taste of all the suffering they put me through.
What was that? I felt an extreme sense of hatred. Then those were Subaru's thoughts. His heart laid bare. Huh?
Welcome back!
Hello.
Oh no! You brought back a girl! Sound the alarm, Nozomi!
Ah, hello, Kokoro.
It's been a while, Madam President.
Kokoro? Wait, you mean that Kokoro? Kokoro Surugadai? I'll say she is! She's the genius who transferred here after dropping out of college overseas. Her IQ is over 200!
Is it that surprising? How amusing. Despite what you may think, I'm a bit of a delinquent, considering I dropped out before the term was over. College was not very interesting.
So, Vice President, what's Kokoro doing here?
I am a pact bearer.
What?
Moreover, we are partners now.
What?
Not to worry, I am both safe and secure. I can assure I won't bite. I do not intend to oppose you, nor do I mean harm to anyone else. The Vice President is merely going to assist me in defeating another Pact Bearer.
Oh, I see.
Right. So that's the kind of partner you meant. Makes sense.
Hey, Kokoro, would you be willing to join the TSC?
I don't mind, but only in a temporary capacity.
Are you sure, Nozomi? She is a Pact Bearer, you know.
She's the Vice President's partner. If he can trust her, then I can too. Besides, it'll be reassuring to have another Pact Bearer on our side. Even if we may have to end up going against each other someday.
Not to worry. I am certain we won't have to fight. I do not desire to be a bother to anyone. I can shatter my ideals after my wish has been fulfilled.
Yeah. Quite the clueless comrade, this Kokoro.
Who said that?
You've given another Pact Bearer your clearance. It should be no trouble to make my appearance. The authority of sloth. A truly fiendish potential. And in the real world, even more consequential.
I have already resolved to refrain from using my authority within the Academy. And who are you, exactly? You appear to be a stuffed animal.
Behold, I am Vanitas, a being of the abyss.
He's the demon my brother made a pact with. Oh, and before you ask, yes, he is very cute. And no, you can't have him. He's all mine.
That is fine. I will be taking the Vice President instead.
Hey, you can't have him either. I'm just letting you borrow him. Got it?
That will suffice. Thank you.
Are we really sure she won't, bite? Hey guys, if you were going to die tomorrow, what would you have for your last meal?
I'd probably eat the same thing I always do. White rice with natto.
Nice. There's no shame in sticking to what you know and love.
Yakisoba bread.
Never change, Kokoro. What about you, Ryotaro?
Fried shrimp, fried chicken, potato wedges.
That's a lot of food.
Really? So typical of a maggot to stuff his face.
Yeah, and what would you eat, huh?
A scoop of mint chocolate chip ice cream, maybe? I'm not a stupid glutton like you.
Just one scoop, huh? Small and round, just like the shit-eating little roach you are.
Shut it, maggot breath. How about I stuff your face into the dirt for your last meal?
Who's gonna make me? You? Oh, I'd love to see you try.
Stop it! I'm fed up with this! Hey! Things seem to be going pretty well with Kokoro. I always thought she was this impossible-to-please genius. But she's actually pretty kind and laid back. Not to mention strange. I don't know if I buy all that stuff about her being safe and secure. Oh, right. I've been looking into the first years. And apparently, they've got a serious bullying problem. An entire class ganged up on one person, pulling prank after prank and spreading rumors. There was some violence too, I heard. Even a case of blackmail. A student from another class got fed up and told a teacher about it. But the thing is, the victim denied being bullied in the first place.
So officially, nothing was ever recorded. But after that, the bullying just ended up getting even worse. Why would anyone ever protect the people harassing them? To be honest, I don't have any hard evidence for this. Just rumors. But if it really is true... Gosh, have you ever heard anything so sad? It is my desire to avoid hurting others, as well as being hurt by anyone else. I wish for a future of idle peace, where I can live in safety and security. Subaru's wish differs greatly from mine. I cannot overlook the way he hurts others for his own self-interest. You, however, are exactly the sense of security I prefer. I have a high opinion of you so far, but it would be even higher if you brought me some yakisoba bread. I do. Actually, no. It would be more accurate to say I adore it. It is carbohydrates incarnate, a morsel of delectability born from the amalgamation of mankind's intellect. Yakisoba bread and books are all I need. A modest young woman such as myself could want for nothing more.
Kokoro Surugadai. To think you'd become a pact bearer.
And you are?
Shinya Yuda. Sora... Dean Jingu and Yugo's adopted son. My last name may be different, but I'm part of the Jingu family.
I see. It's nice to meet you, Shinya.
Oh, same here. It's a pleasure to meet you. Wait, what am I saying? I'm a Jingu. I need to defeat the Pact Bearer so we can keep the distortions under control. That means I can't go easy on you, even if everyone calls you a genius. I can't overlook any Pact Bearer.
Huh.
When the time comes, I'll shatter your ideals. The safety of the Academy depends on it.
Understood. I invite you to do so.
And no matter how hard you try to stop... Hold on. What? Just like that? You really don't care?
My wish is for safety and security. But an authority is neither safe nor secure. I am willing to shatter my ideals to void my pact.
That's... how to put this? I didn't expect you to be so... willing.
Do as you see fit.
Sure.
Incidentally, Shinya, were you to have an elemental affinity, it would be cute. I would even hazard to call you cat-coded. However, it's not that I think it looks bad on you, but why do you wear a collar? Did the Vice President put it on you?
Huh?
Now wait just a moment! Vice President, we're going to need to hold a hearing about this. Oh, she's just talking about his choker. Phew.
What is this choker you speak of?
It's a type of necklace. You've never seen one before?
I am not very familiar with such forward fashions. I do not watch television or read magazines. I apologize for my rudeness, Shinya. I didn't mean to imply that it doesn't befit you. I simply didn't understand it was an aesthetic choice. You are very adorable, Shinya. Choker necklaces suit you very much.
You're right, Kokoro. I'm willing to let this slide if it's Shinya. He can work it.
Yep! Shinya's one of our Academy's top 10 cuties.
Give me a break.
Yo, Four Eyes. I hear you're a pact bearer too.
Affirmative. I am the pact bearer of Sloth. But that aside, It is rude to address one by appearance upon meeting. You should call me by my name, Kokoro Surugadai.
All right. Surugadai it is then. Name's Ryotaro Date, Pact Bearer of Gluttony. Good to meet you.
A pleasure to meet you as well, Date.
Date? You're a first year, right?
That should be evident from the color of my ribbon, yes.
Yeah, thought so.
What is it, Date? Is something bothering you?
Nah. Just not used to being called that by anyone younger than me.
You referred to me by my surname. I am simply responding in kind. Should I not have done so?
Do whatever you want.
Very well. But should you ever dislike the way I address you, you need only say so. I can always give you a nickname. Big D, or Little Rio, for instance.
Thanks, but hard pass.
Pity. Ryotaro it is then. Incidentally, as you are the Pact Bearer of Gluttony, does that imply your authority is related to food?
Nah, my ability's called Hostile Takeover. It lets me steal other people's power for my own. That way, I can gorge myself on as much power as I can handle. Perfect fit for gluttony, am I right?
I see. How very impressive.
Doesn't sound all that convincing when you're sighing up a storm. What are you so bummed about?
Yakisoba bread.
Huh?
I expected that if your ability were food-related, you might be able to procure some for me.
Hey, Mr. VP. This chick playing with a full deck, or...?
You too, Vice President? I'm not a fan of yakisoba bread either. Carbs on the outside, carbs on the inside. It's too much.
Huh? But Nozomi! Yakisoba bread is delicious! So what if it's all made out of carbs? That's still no reason to discriminate. Creamy pasta and cream croquettes are carbs inside and out, too! Do you not like those either?
I mean, I do, but...
Thank you, Chio. You are unclouded by bias, a shining example of journalistic integrity. The world itself is composed of subatomic particles. Denouncing carbohydrates is a superficial position. As a matter of fact, the sumptuous yakisoba bread is the supreme embodiment of quantum chemical theory. It is only logical to revere it as such.
Amazing! Kokoro's debate skills are off the charts!
Guess I can't argue with that.
You guys are all out of your gourds.
Don't put yourself in too much danger, okay?
How do you feel about fictional fables? I thought we could have your desires unfurled through a fairy tale told in a fantasy world. An ingenious idea, isn't it? In medieval Europe, where we lay our scene, you serve as a knight for your king and queen. The castle is holding a banquet of sorts for the noblemen, knights, and royal courts. Your uncle, a duke, says the banquet was planned to decide who will take the fair princess's hand. Choose wisely in this trial by fire, for through them you'll lay bare your desire. The princess is perfect, attractive, and kind. In secret, for her heart you've always pined. What would you do? What would you say? Would you try proposing to her right away? The king hears your proposal and gives a command. You must prove you deserve the princess's hand. Your uncle says one thinks best after a bite. He offers you food. Do you take his invite? Your uncle, the Duke, offers 3 propositions. Which one do you think deserves recognition? At once you're beset by an armed group in black. A guard shouts a traitor, let them in through the back. The enemy has you all under duress. How will you act in the face of this mess? The enemy storms in with no end in sight. His Majesty's wounded and seized in the fight. The princess's aides struggle hard to defend her. You must act with haste before they surrender. You manage to flee the soldiers. The princess follows suit. She leads you to the royal family's secret escape route. A mystic arcane circle keeps the entrance tight and sealed. You must speak the magic numbers. Only then will it yield. You run down the passage to avoid getting caught when the princess suddenly stops on the spot. Carrying the royal scepter is slowing her pace. She's trying to abandon it with grief on her face. At the end of the passage, a cavern is found. The princess runs forward, then falls to the ground. In moments, she's wrapped in a cocoon of silky thread. Strands of it are stringing from a woman up ahead. She calls herself Arachne. She claims she is a friend. She bids you listen to her. But what do you intend? As promised in our ancient oath, I'll show you 2 outside. She then turns into a giant spider and gives you both a ride. You reach a gate that opens once you speak the secret words. Arrange the letters on it to deduce what must be heard. You both escape into the gate with no time left to spare. The royal army finds you 2 and puts you in their care. Your deeds impress the princess, earning you her admiration. You marry her and in the end, help reinstate the nation. Well, isn't that lovely? You took the best path. The questions this time were designed around wrath. But the wrath you exhibited during this tale was not quite the maximum point of the scale. There's a reason you got the perfect path, with a less than perfect desire for wrath. The single factor that won you the prize was a power that you chose to utilize. Desires and feelings give egos their form. Their powers grant shelter against any storm. But depending on them, and nothing more, does not guarantee a good future in store. One must know when to use them or keep them at bay. And that power's precisely what you've shown today. You wish to know what I actually mean? We'll save that talk for another scene.
Yo. What's this? You got a new girl? Break up with the Prez already? You aren't? Well, that's a buzzkill. Time waits for no one, you know. You gotta enjoy your youth while you have it.
Hello, I am Kokoro Surugadai. I have been granted permission to borrow the Vice President for a bit. I assure you, Dr. Kakeru, we are capable of separating business from pleasure. As such, there will be no hindrance to the President's relationship with him. Safety and security is my creed. There is no need to worry.
And you're fine with that? These are some pretty complex relationships you got going on here, Vice Prez. Romp around with all the gals you want, but take it from me. You gotta know when and where to do it. Oh, I know. I believe you. So, what's going on between you and Specs, Vice Pres?
The President told me it would be all right to talk to you about this. As such, I will answer honestly. I am the Pact Bearer of Sloth. My authority is the power of precog analysis. It informs me of how to reach the future I seek. You need not worry. I do not intend to oppose the TSC. I am merely borrowing the Vice President's aid to defeat another Pact Bearer.
And you want to be, what was it? Safe and secure?
Affirmative. I have no intentions of using my authority, apart from in the other world.
Sounds good to me, as long as you're on our side. It's kind of a waste not using your power here in the Academy, but I guess there'd be more cons than pros. If you used your precog analysis on campus, you could end up airing all my dirty laundry.
How admirable.
What is?
I wasn't aware you even had a sense of shame, Dr. Kakeru.
Oh yeah? You think you got me all figured out already, eh?
Welcome back, Kokoro. It's so good to see you. But as you can see, I'm a little busy right now. These bimbos here are flipping out.
What did you just call us? Why wouldn't we be flipping out? How long are you gonna keep us like this?
Come on, Subaru! We're begging you! Just let us go! We didn't even do anything!
Oh? Didn't you? You all made fun of me. You all pitied me. And the worst part? You didn't do anything.
Well, it's not like Kokoro's any different. She didn't do anything either, so why is she so special, but we get locked up? It's totally unfair!
Human garbage like you? On the same level as Kokoro? What a goddamn joke! I was the outcast, so you all mocked me, felt sorry for me, or didn't care. Kokoro was the only one who didn't judge me. She's indifferent toward everything, and equally detached from everyone. She didn't treat me any different. She was never unfair, not in the slightest.
But I was the one that told the teachers about you! That you were being bullied! That you needed help! I felt bad for you!
I don't want your pity!
Ah!
So it was you, huh? Me? Bullied? No freaking way! Like something so humiliating would ever happen to me. No one has any reason to feel bad for me.
I'm sorry! I'm sorry! I was wrong! I won't try to escape anymore! Please don't kill me!
Kokoro, I was never bullied, okay? They were all just fights. That's it.
As you say. But that aside, they are saying they won't try to run away. Don't you think you should forgive them?
You never change, Kokoro. Just hearing your voice calms me down. Gets rid of all the buzzing in my head. All I want is revenge, okay? What goes around comes around. It's not like I'm just spilling blood for fun. And don't worry, I'm not the kind of guy who gets a kick out of hurting girls, even if they are rotten to the core, like them. See you around, Kokoro.
I would like to meet up with Hidefumi and Miki. Their behavior concerns me. By the way, I never meant to come across as indifferent or detached. It wasn't that I was indifferent. I simply didn't have the extra time to pay attention to what was happening in the other classes. And it wasn't that I was being detached. I simply didn't know how to interact with others. I was alone. He doesn't understand me in the least. It's not that exactly. Rather, I am annoyed. It is a very unpleasant feeling.
So can you guys do something about Subaru's curse or what?
Yes, we have found a clue as to our solution.
Then hurry up and break it already. Our lives are on the line here.
Seriously? Just because you two aren't in danger doesn't mean you can slack off. Get your butts in gear!
My apologies. We will do what we can.
You'll do what you can? Are you trying to get your ass kicked?
Not in particular. I have not said anything with the intention of starting a fight.
Bullshit!
Calm down, Hidefumi. You know what Subaru will do if you hurt her.
You even get what's going on, Mr. Vice Prez? We're the poor little victims here. You guys call yourselves the true student council. Shouldn't you be making more of an effort to help us? What? You think we're in the wrong? Sounds to me like you're trying to say we were bullying Subaru. It ain't like that. That loser was always by himself. We were just giving him some attention so he wouldn't be lonely. So what if we had a few fights? Sometimes we didn't get along. Go ask Subaru himself if you don't believe me. He'll be the first to tell you he wasn't being bullied. But more importantly, make sure to protect us, Mr. Big Bad Vice Prez. Like I said, we're the victims here.
Right then, let us do what we can. What's wrong? Was it something I said? Naturally, because I don't want to see other people get hurt. My ego is a simple one. If Subaru was being hurt, and I knew, I would not have been so indifferent about it. Or so I think. I am short-sighted both literally and figuratively. My personality is lacking, and I am not a people person. If only I could isolate myself such that no one would get hurt. But unless I am the only person in the world, it simply isn't possible. But I digress. We should continue exploring. Remember to do what you can.
Running in the halls. This is what I get.
Hey! Is anyone there? The door's locked! I can't get out! Please! Help me! Whew. You really saved me. Thank you. Your hair and dress are non-regulation. But I'll leave you with a warning this time. If I catch you again, though, I'll write you up. Understand?
The second ideal. After shattering this one, we will be 2/3 of the way done. Our probability of victory is very high, assuming the demons are roughly the same level as those before. Oh? That would be troublesome. I must recalculate. I only know the Monarch I made my pact with, but he seemed quite powerful. I would prefer not to fight against that kind of strength. I cannot force him to fight alongside me. Even if we did have a cooperative relationship, I would have no direct control over him. My Monarch is very lazy. He does what he wants and nothing else. He refuses to so much as show up unless the situation demands it. If the same applies to all monarchs, then I am certain they would only appear if the circumstances were dire. If their ideals were shattered and their pact were on the verge of being broken, for example. Exactly the enemies I anticipated. A relieving sight, to be sure. Now then, let us do what we can.
I wish I were invisible. Then I wouldn't have to worry about getting hit by those jerks, or anyone looking at me with pity in their eyes. I want power beyond all reason, like lightning. Then I could obliterate anyone who pissed me off on the spot. I want to just exist, with nothing but my eyes and my soul. I want to be at peace. To only look at that which is pure, like her, and her alone. Forever and ever.
Her? have a question. What happens to a pact bearer whose ideals are shattered? I see. It is only logical that it affects the mind if one's ideals are shattered. I am relieved to know it will not result in death. Though, of course, Subaru is already dead. If we break his pact, his entire existence could be extinguished. Destroying someone's soul is essentially the same as killing them in a spiritual sense. We should keep that in mind. This is not something we can go about lightly. It reeks of blood.
Hidefumi? No way!
Subaru? No. Hidefumi's the only one to blame. He shouldn't have come near me. But now, I'm free. You listening, Subaru? I killed Hidefumi for you! I atoned for my sins. I killed my friend just for you.
And?
So, forgive me.
What?
Please, forgive me. Please don't kill me. I don't want to die. So please, I'm begging you.
Fine. I won't kill you the way I did everyone else.
Huh?
Instead, I'll torture you to death. Slowly. Little by little. Bit by bit. Until every last fiber of your being suffers.
But why?
You really don't have much going on up there, do you? Single-celled organisms like you are so tiresome. Why the hell would I be happy you killed Hidefumi? You stole my chance at revenge! And here I was, so looking forward to thanking him for pushing me out that window. Cruel, isn't it? I'm a rational guy, you know. I wouldn't resort to senseless slaughter without a good reason. Hey, Yasunori, remind me again. What did you guys do when I begged you not to kill me? You ignored me and did it anyway, didn't you? Your eyes were so wild with excitement. You were mocking me with your laughter. I remember it all. This is my revenge. What goes around, comes around. There's no way I'll forgive you. I'll make you suffer, nice and slow, before I kill you. Ah! What an idiot! He should know that there's no escaping me! Just one more, and my revenge will be complete. And then my curse will be lifted.
Huh? That's right. Yasunori, he... You liars. You said to let you handle it. You said you'd save Hidefumi. So why did he have to die? I've had enough of this. All of it. You all deserve to die. You, Subaru, everyone. I never got a chance to tell him.
Let us go after Yasunori. My authority lets me picture the future I want, and if it is possible, shows me fragments of the optimal path. When I was looking for a way to defeat Subaru, I saw you. However, I could never see a future in which Hidefumi could be saved. I knew he would die. Yasunori as well. No matter what happens, he will always be killed. That is what I tried to tell you. I'm sorry. I am only making excuses. It lessens my guilt if I rationalize it as an unavoidable fate. Seeing others get hurt is very painful. I should have told you about this earlier. You would have been able to steal your heart, at the very least. But I couldn't. I was afraid of hurting you, of making you hate me. I already hate myself. I am dishonest and lazy. In my fear of getting hurt, I end up hurting others instead. No, I'm not. I only wish I was. But thank you. Your words are very kind. I will give this everything I have.
Don't come any closer!
Just shut up already. It's time to die. Stop dragging out your worthless life.
Subaru, stop.
No. Step aside, Kokoro. It shouldn't matter to you whether he lives or dies, right?
That isn't true. I want to protect him.
Huh? This isn't like you, Kokoro. What's wrong? I thought you didn't care about other people.
You're wrong. I do.
Enough with this bullshit! Subaru, let me go, or else I'll kill your dear, sweet Kokoro.
It's all right. You don't need to intervene. I am in no danger.
Yasunori. You really want to die, writhing in agony, don't you? I distinctly remember saying not to lay a hand on Kokoro.
Shut up! Either you let me go, or Kokoro dies. I'm serious. I killed Hidefumi. I can kill her too.
Kokoro, let me borrow you for a minute. With my power, I can beat him to death without getting a scratch on you.
Absolutely not. I would rather die than take part in murder. I would rather forfeit my life than have you possess me.
What? Why would you do all this for a worthless piece of human trash like him? You never get involved with other people! It was you, wasn't it? What kind of thoughts did you put into her head? How dare you sully my pure Kokoro's mind like this?
This has nothing to do with him.
Kokoro? Please, step aside. Once I kill him, my revenge will be complete. My curse will be lifted. The mist and the barrier will disappear. Everything will go back to normal. This is for your own good, too. So come on, Kokoro. Just let me kill him.
What exactly is this curse of yours?
Everything that's been happening in the Academy is a result of my curse. I wished for revenge on these guys. I wanted them to die.
You believe the anomalies will cease once you've had your vengeance?
That's right.
Well, that varies from my understanding. Surely, it must be an error on your part, Subaru. The mist and the barrier have no relation to your curse.
That's not true! They have everything to do with it! It's because of my curse that they exist! Because I'm special! I mean, look at me! The fact that I'm even here right now is extraordinary on its own!
Extraordinary? Ordinary? Who gives a shit? Just disappear already! I don't want to see you again! Stay away till I leave the building, and Kokoro will live.
You're really getting on my last nerve here. I'm not holding back anymore. I want you dead as soon as possible.
What is this?
I'm going straight to the source. I didn't want to dirty my hands touching trash like you, but... This isn't too bad. In a sadistic kind of way.
No! Ow! Kill her!
Oh, shut up. You won't be going anywhere now. That surge of electricity should have knocked you unconscious too. You're a lot less flimsy than you look. But I guess you won't be moving either way. If you survived that shock, I'm sure a little extra voltage won't kill you.
Are you all right? I just woke up myself. Our time is at a premium. Yasunori's safety is in jeopardy. I don't think I can take much more of this. An announcement?
Hello, everyone. I have some bad news. Sorry for the short notice, but I've decided to kill all of you one by one. Hidefumi and his friends are already dead. But as you can see, things still aren't back to normal. My curse hasn't been lifted. In other words, my grudge still hasn't gone away. So this time, I'm going to kill all of you. Don't bother trying to escape. All that'll do is fast-track your death. Now listen up! Just sit around and wait your turn. Maybe start shaking in your boots.
Unforgivable. We must shatter his ideal at once.
Hey there, Kokoro. I always knew you were special. You even managed to get to my demon world. I thought that might have been the case when I heard my contract gems were being destroyed.
Contract gems? Demon world? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about this place and the jewels you've been breaking. I named them. Listen, Kokoro. Originally, I wanted to wait until after my revenge to tell you this. But I've had my eye on you for a long time. I've always admired you. Ever since I first saw you at the library. You're kind, but cold. You're equally indifferent to everything. You hold yourself apart from everyone else, detached and aloof. I like you a lot. You could even say I worship you. Not just as a person, but as a female. I love you. From the bottom of my heart. It's all right. You don't need to give me a response. I wasn't looking for something in return. And don't worry, I'm not trying to get you to go out with me. I just wanted you to know. I loved the way nothing concerned you. Your never-ending indifference. Thanks for hearing me out. I can fight you without regrets now.
Wait. I also have something to say to you. You truly are the most selfish person I've ever met. I am very confused by your confession. It's bothersome, to be frank. You could have at least considered a more appropriate time and place. You said you fell in love with me because I was indifferent, but I don't think that's quite the case. You and I have had no previous interactions. All you did was selfishly project your ideal woman onto me. You don't love me. You are in love with the delusion of your own making, the girl of your dreams. Have you even once considered what a conceited narcissist that makes you? And on top of it all, you hurt others out of your own selfishness. I strive to hurt no one and to be hurt by no one. Safety and security are my ultimate goals. You and I are polar opposites. I can no longer be the indifferent version of myself that you worship. You have made me uncomfortable. You have caused me no end of confusion and trouble. In short, I find you incredibly creepy. Yes, that's right. Incredibly, tremendously creepy.
Kokoro. Why? This can't be. You've changed. The Kokoro I knew would never say something so cruel! You got into her head, didn't you? That's gotta be it! Damn it all! How dare you do this to my Kokoro!
You misunderstand, Subaru. He has nothing to do with this, and I do not belong to you. The same goes for the curse.
Are you saying I misunderstood that too? How can you think that after seeing this demon world and everything that's been happening in the Academy? The mist and the barrier appeared at the exact moment I cursed those jerks! It's all because of my curse! If I'm satisfied, if I can let go of my grudges, the curse will be lifted. Everything will go back to normal. It has to. That's what she told me. She came to me in a dream, Kokoro. That woman, Yoru.
Oh? Well, that information is false. I don't know why, but Yoru tricked you.
You're lying.
I only speak the truth. Unfortunately for you, we were told otherwise, and with that information, we have been able to clear out the mist. You have to have seen that it's been disappearing.
That's just a coincidence, or some sort of mistake!
Ridiculous. As always, you only look at things through a lens that benefits you. You're nothing short of ludicrous. It's pitiful.
Even you? Even you're pitying me now? It's not fair. I can't take any more of this stupid, backwards world! I'm done playing around. Ira! I'm gonna kill you! And everyone else in this godforsaken academy!
No, you will fall here. That is what the future has in store for you.
I lost? This can't be happening. I was the chosen one. I'm supposed to be special. Damn it. It's not fair. My backpack, beat up and scratched. My textbooks, soaked in air freshener. Their pages, scribbled all over. Nasty. Smelly. Trash hit my back. Laughter echoed around. Mom cried when she saw my backpack. They're bullying you because we're poor. I'm so sorry. I hated the laughter. I hated getting hit with trash. I hated the pity. And most of all, I hated making the people who cared about me sad. I'm no worse than anyone else. So why me? The things I care about. I couldn't take it anymore. The laughter. The trash. The pity. I didn't want to be bullied ever again. I didn't want my mom to be sad anymore. I just wanted to be able to protect myself and what mattered to me. I wanted that special power.
This memory, these feelings.
Don't look at me like that. Don't pity me.
You're wrong again, Subaru. I'm not pitying you. I'm just sad.
Gotta say, it was a shock hearing who the Pact Bearer of Wrath was. Same name as a student here who's been stuck in a coma.
Who would have thought that he was a Pact Bearer all along?
So, does that mean it was his spirit roaming through the first-year building? I suppose it doesn't matter now, but I'm getting spooked just thinking about it.
Perhaps his spirit was being transmitted, like a radio wave. But setting that aside, why is his body unharmed? I was under the impression he was pushed out of a window.
Huh. It doesn't seem like his powers can heal like Kurama's either. How odd.
Now, this is just a theory. But maybe he was dragged into the other world mid-fall and ended up meeting a Monark that way. Then, when he returned to the academy, he was already on the ground, avoiding the impact altogether.
That'd be quite the coincidence, though.
Well, like I said, it's just a theory. At the very least, when they brought him here, he didn't have any major wounds at all. There were cuts, burns, and strangulation marks. But I highly doubt any of that was related to the fall.
So, he really was being bullied then.
It's terrible that he had to go through all that. No surprise he'd want revenge for the suffering they caused him.
That doesn't make it right. You can't just kill people, no matter what the reason.
Well, whether he was justified or not is a bit irrelevant now. Guess he did try to kill innocent students, though. That's not revenge. That's just senseless slaughter. If anyone was justified, it was the Vice Prez and Kokoro for stopping him. It was the only way to bring some normalcy back to the Academy without any further casualties.
Vice President, Kokoro, thank you both so much.
You don't need to thank me. I was the one who asked for assistance in the first place. I should be thanking you. Vice President, President Hinata, I have a request. May I remain a member of the TSC a while longer?
Of course. Right, Vice President?
Thank you.
It's kinda nice having more friends around. Helps make the place feel a little more lively. But if you don't mind my asking, Kokoro, what made you want to continue being in the TSC?
Well, what if I said, it's because I wanted to stay with you? Would that make you happy? I'm only kidding. Assisting you with your work is the closest I can get to the safety and security I want. That is all. Here's to our continued acquaintance.